How can you possibly be Raven? The Jedi whose troops saved me on Taris. It was Raven, leading an army out to defeat the Mandalorians. It was you. I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith, that something was wrong with it. The man who saved me could never go completely to the dark side. It is good to know that you have truly changed. It gives me hope. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example, and there is no way I can fail. Thank you for placing your confidence in me. I only wish I had your heart as well. I will never forget what you did for me, even if you do not remember it. How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. All of them, were so very invigorating. They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods. I can only assume that that was some misguided attempt at humor. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations. Yes, but humans seem the most pervasive, the most consistent. They took their frustrations and hates out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that. No, it is not. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again. Yes. What is it? I have been bothered by something of late. I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling. You self-centered fool. To think that I would desire to mate with one such as you, should that even be possible. You are the center of the universe. What does it matter if my homeworld was wiped out by your actions? Who cares if it is because of you that everyone I knew as a child is dead? Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla. Taris, my homeworld. It was my home. If it were not for you and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood. Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist. I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand. I suppose that is to be expected. Everything will turn out for the best, as long as we remain focused on our task. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now. Yes. What is it? I was remembering Taris. It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and a meager pay doing back-breaking labor. There was always the danger of Rakuls coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human. I have noticed that. But the Jedi Order seems to have collected a fair number. The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes, I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today. Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can. How may I be of... What is it you would like to... Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that. In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds. Cathar was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran. They swooped down from space, across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist. And in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed. We were not members of the Republic. Cathar was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it. My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard. My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die. Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now. How may I be of What is it you would... After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her. When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day. She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris. They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians. The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream. I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine, and we both know what has happened since then. I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand. How may I... What is it you would like to speak to me about? I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. It is an honor to be by your side. and to see you redeemed from the dark path you had chosen before. We Cathar do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine, I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate. In truth, I have lived in the Republic too long, and I know little. I never met any others of my race other than my parents. But we are not diplomats. We do not deal well with groups. This situation is new to me. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you. Yes, and that is my point. I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I am used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
Yeah, what do you want? The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it. There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. The Republic's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor. Only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now. Yeah, I found word on Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting. Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know? Korriban is a Sith world, that's for sure. I mean, just look at this place. Rumor has it that the leader of our clan at the time, Mandalore, did go down. They say the Sith performed terrible magics here. Do you have anything else you want to ask? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Commentary. That is unnecessary now, Master. I have been returned to you and my memory core is now fully functional. Statement. My functionality has now been fully restored, Master. I exist to serve Revan as your personal battle droid. In time, my assassination protocol can be restored, and at that point I will once again endeavor to eliminate any meatbag opposition you may have. Statement. Statement. Yes, Master. You created me shortly after you and your apprentice began your war to conquer the galaxy. I was sent on an assassination mission into Mandalorian space, but I was damaged and unable to return to you. Exclamation. I find this most distressing. I could certainly have protected you from the Jedi and your pupil's betrayal had I returned. Statement. Of course, Master. You are the one who created me, meatbag or no, and while you may not be all you once were, I am grateful for my existence. Observation. You are different in many fundamental ways, Master. You have a concern for life that is unsettling. This cannot solely be caused by memory loss. I do not know how to explain it, Regardless, you do seem to be improved overall from the human I once knew. Answer: no, Master. You never did make me privy to any of the Starforge's secrets. Commentary: your former pupil is efficient and brutal, even for an organic. I rather liked him when you first introduced me to him. If I had known what he would do to you, Master, I would have gladly removed his entrails right then. Answer: it was you who programmed me thus, Master. Your pupil once asked me what I thought of him, and I informed him of his meatbag status. He was unimpressed, but you found the reference humorous. You changed my programming so that I would continue to use the term. It drove your pupil to extreme lengths of frustration.
That's awesome.
Observation: of course you do, Master. You did then as well. Commentary: your former pupil is efficient and brutal, even for an organic. I rather liked him when you first introduced me to him. If I had known what he would do to you, Master, I would have gladly removed his entrails right then. As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Yes, what's on your mind? If you're ready to talk, then yes, so am I. I can't hate you. I tried. I wanted to hold you responsible for all the things you've done for my wife, for Telos, for Dustil. But I can't. I got the revenge I always wanted when Saul died, but it hasn't brought me the peace that I thought it would. Despite whatever part of Revan is inside you, the darkness that must surely be there, it isn't who you are. That's why I can't hate you, why I don't want any more revenge. You don't have to be Revan. You can be so much more. Whatever the Jedi did to you, they gave you that chance. Whatever's happened up until this point, there's going to come a time very soon where you're going to have to make a choice, and there won't be any turning back. Well, then I hope I can save you from yourself. Yes, what's on your... Korriban's a desolate world and a Sith planet. There's only one small colony here, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate. You got it.
Got something on your mind, do you? Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older. Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you? I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man, that's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history, probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact. Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career. Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade. Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use. Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the force had abandoned me, as I remember. Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day that was the day I met my wife. No, that was a good memory. There are just much worse ones that followed. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies. Got something on your mind, dude? Korriban's a rock. Mind the Sith. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going. Oh, I get it. Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait, what was this about anyway? Got something on... Oh, I get it. Let's play with the... Yes?
Acknowledgement.
Ikukumo no ba mulera tikun. Tonghit kun chonching. Ne boboje mata ne punage. Dolpi kikiwana. Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tonking ba nunotak. Tuk nincha tukun ne mulerabes. Takumjus takbiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita motunga. Turbobank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Que puna! Bunonai chatu chingba mulera tawana. Tok chingba no kunik. Kavatumpa ku pelianu momakata. Wanga kubist kiabol mulia. Ka ching chana na wagaba kon. Kavatumpa ku pelian ponantea. Chi gratulo da. Pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ida patisa batua kacha tutong. Bagrasha kon ticha ka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang.
Runga di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tuk ning chatukune mulerabes. Tag bis tu ponko kokimakpanka. Ching pala chiska mule tunarana nu prata donko sicha tuma wamama tus keva toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bulera jiko. Kuyami juz chikata na patoga ya fulki kokogala jiji. Gawana bot atagwa. Kagidora te kun watatimona ia bola. Manaman atota. Hakijukrata bola shui chongatong. Chongkno bunka mulera kunkile. Kunkile no ba. Watende chokolo uno ku mulera. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chila mulane nindu bobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulira. Ka chikun ida haldonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Stimo podonar de odunga kunkabe. Tong abong sha umnina. Wanga kumbis keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji ida duana. Kababol pa muji gumana. Kabadupa ku palia mukapata. Kono na chaku. Ikung kono pule marachiko. Tong namong siya nunya. Kababol pa muji guna. Tolpa da pongwale kaduna guchukchut. Kabadum ku pilio botenya. Bonanay kuchu. Hawaga boska chokola. Witam boragatong. Mulira aptong abong siya umnina.
Chibedwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung siya nunyang. Tonk patogas maktelia. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay taudonga. Tulpata bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa. Bolawan na chikni. Pamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Chibedwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk patogas maktelia. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay taudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa. Bolawan na chikni. Pamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Kuya mi juz kachita. Naipatoga ya fulki. Uy, ita nadan na yitya. Kunti chani. Tong patogas maktelia. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Jink palamul tong kimba na kongkek. Tung ting tachun kun nek mulira best. Kachichu aitha haudunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chinkun. Slima podonna. Rundi haudong. Achuta. Wanga kun bistol. Ta bistyu von konki pangpa. Chingpala chiska muli. Tuni rana no prata dunk no serchadoma wama kun bestoma. Nisha chilocha kin kuno bamuli raji kun. Tong hai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang yinkotum. Tolbada bunk walyagando de nago chuchut. Kachi chuaitha haudunga. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aitha haudunga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampungpa bolawana chikni. Kuyami jus kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiji. Aku chikopa. Jino mulira king pajak. Tabistyu von konki pangpa. Chingpala chiska muli. Tuni rana no prata dunk no serchatoma wa. Mucha shak pangpa. Inkin kun no bamulri rachikun.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Watawama mulira, king kunjope shak. No ba muliraji. Joni yun turungchi, wi itadia. Bola una chinek. Ba mulirat slimoanga kun bisking.
I'm no master, yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. The lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Oh, of course, Shardan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Tunipudu! Rana no prata dunk no sercha. Ichua penki.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should... You, Jedi! You're looking to get in the academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Well, if you can't think of anything cruel, you really shouldn't be out here, young man, should you?
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
Please, tell him to let us go, I beg you.
Silence. Why not, ask you? I'm rather exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides, I find it fun. Come now, a decision, please. Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that? I want to let them go. Yes, that's right. They're not worth my time. I'm on my head. What was that? I feel like... Just get out of here, all of you. I don't have time for this.
Uchu penki, tong ituama ji human act in ikatune. Chi itakanki chana kilikon. Nekawa dupaka. Patisa, patisa. Kon mulis limo poi wanga kun. Kakin cha nawabakaon.
Can use that, so sell it. I'm collecting a lot of junk.
Yes?
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony. Led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Well, if you'd seen us before, we wouldn't be newcomers, would we?
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that, hmm? How precocious. I think this one tried to make a joke, don't you?
I didn't think it was funny.
Neither did I. A brave face, perhaps, but I'm more interested in being amused at the moment, I think. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live. Go on.
I've heard this one before. I think...
Quiet! And then...
Ha! Too funny.
Good one!
Yes, I suppose that wasn't too bad. All right then, my friend. You've done as you were asked. Perhaps we will meet again.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon the planet completely. Well, what can you do? Sorry. Was there something you needed? We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. I must say, Zerka is in need of droids right now. That's a mighty fine-looking one you have there.
Objection. This unit is not for sale, meatbag.
Yes, of course. No offense meant. Touchy, isn't it? This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come. You certainly can. Allow me to punch up our stock.
Sold. Okay.
I suppose you've heard about the destruction of Taurus, yes? Awful business, that. Zerka lost a fortune there. Not that the Sith care. Certainly. There truly isn't much to tell, citizen. Dresh Day was established by the Sith, and we arrived to take advantage of some of the planet's mineral wealth. The only thing that's really unusual about Dresh Day, I suppose, is that the Sith built their academy on the east side of the colony. You don't find those just anywhere. Not much. The Sith are a rather secretive lot, and they don't allow many into the academy. I hear they claim that Korriban was inhabited long ago by other Sith, but no one really knows if that's true. The planet is certainly uninhabited outside of Dresh Day, and always has been. Only prospective students. We get many who come here each year hoping to get picked. Many are simply considered too weak, I'm afraid. I understand there is one main person amongst the Sith who decides which students are worthy. Euthura Ban, I believe her name is. Other than in the academy itself, I'm sorry, I don't know. A star map? We sell navigational components, if that's what you mean. Well, the Sith have some old ruins that interest them up on the surface of the planet. If this map of yours is there, however, they've said nothing about it. Zerka sends freighters to the surface every now and again to ferry artifacts to the core. The men are not allowed out of their ships, however, as only Sith are allowed on the surface. Beyond that, I really can't say. Well, all I know is that they call the site the Valley of the Dark Lords. Apparently, there are Sith lords of old buried in tombs there. I don't know anything else. Neither will you, I'm sure. Only the Sith students are allowed access to the site. Do come again.
Go about your business, please, citizen.
Uchiwa penki, tang ituamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki. Tong hituama act inkotune, or tong hituamaji aki inkotun. Tong panokun, non chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inkotune, chunamuri. Just cronky to patslimo, chi itakanki, chana kilikon. Hinba muli radwanaji. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Kakin cha nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa ishun kun. Noba muli rati. Nekawa dubaka. Patisa, patisa. Kon muli slimo poi wanga kun viskin. Chi itakanki changa kilikon. Inko ka. Hinba ni chalora kun. Tung a.
What do you want? I'm trying to get into the Sith Academy. Around here they call us hopefuls. Well, that's the only way to become a Sith, isn't it? In the Academy you learn to use the Force. After the Sith conquer the galaxy, there aren't going to be any more Jedi, are there? I guess I'd rather join the winning side. I thought they were good, but I've been here for days now and I haven't drawn any attention at all. I suppose that might be good, I don't know. Some of the attention the Sith have shown to other hopefuls has been pretty deadly. I wish I knew, to tell you the truth. You have to impress one of the Sith, I guess. Either way, it's Korriban who makes the final decision. She's a Twi'lek Sith Master, I hear. Very high rank. She's the one who decides which hopefuls make it in and which ones don't. I really couldn't say. I hear that sometimes she comes out into the colony to drink at the cantina, though. But I guess she could be anywhere. All right. Goodbye.
Do you know where I can find Korriban? I understand she's the one who determines if you're accepted into the Academy or not.
Uchiwa penki, tong ituamaji, human act in ikatune. Chi itakanki, chana kilikon. Chiwa aita, tong hituama act inkotune. Or tong hituama. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo, kun muli ras limo poiwanga, tang ituamaji. Kuing Kuka, Kimba Nikcha Loda Kun, Tung Abashu, Diskadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Nabora na Winky Smack. Kimba no Konik Dota. Tong itwama ji human act in ikatune chon muri ba tong pa akat in tutune chino kakin cha nawabakaon picha ge borang turang nada chau achua pengti yun patisa uba basta doana chito pamuska Kimba Chiwa Aita Kang Ki Jiyo Kaku Uba Baba Hassan Tong Hitwama Aki Inko Tune Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Inko Tun Tong Panokun Nonek Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha Ki Mulira Kun Kin Kimba no Konik Dota Chiwa Aita Kang Ki Cha Na Chupornibo Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tang itwama ji human act in ikatune. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smaktoma kuyami jusku chitanai uchua penki topa na ota vokasa yubapato kanchi yatuka ulan tong hitwama aki inkotune potong hitwama ji aki inkotun Tong panokun nonek chiwi aita ka chong chicha kakin cha nawabakaon picha ge borang turang nada chawa yishun kun no ba muri rati lai kuka kang ni borato tong hi mama ji aki ikotun ka chopa bogro chau baso Tong itwama ji human act in ikatune chon muri ba tong pa akat in tutune chino molira ni dubo tong cha skronki to patslimo chi itakanki chana kilikon Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smaktoma kuyami jusku chitanai uchua penki Topa na ota vokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hit. Kakin cha nawabakaon, bagwa shank konti machit Chiwak aita kang kicha na chupornibo Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tangi tuamaji diskadosoki kopa vono nakachu labora na winki smaktoma kuyami jusku chitan chaubaso. Ki mulira kun king. Oh. Patoga yakfuli kokala jiji. Kinkuinko. Uchua penki. Tangi tuamaji human act.
Got something on your... Korriban's a rock. Mind the Sith, and that's about all I got to say. Oh, I get it.
I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along.
Seems like not much to do to be worthy of anything. How long you been up to it, boy?
You'll get your turn soon enough, fool. And when you do, I will be there, laughing as you collapse from heat exhaustion and Mikkel's beatings.
Please, don't hurt me. I am too weak with hunger.
Is there something specific you wanted? And what if I am? That is the whole point. Personally, I think it's wonderful fun. Those fools actually think that if they stand there long enough, I'll let them become a Sith. Idiots. A Sith is not a bantha, all endurance and no brains. A Sith would fight for his life, no matter the odds. If these rot grubs are as stupid as they seem, then they deserve their fate. Oh, it's a test, all right. It's a test to see if they're actually fool enough to die. If they don't, however, I certainly wouldn't admit them just for that accomplishment.
Why not just shoot them where they stand? It would at least be more direct.
Observation. Yes, very efficient. It is what I would do.
Of course that's what you would do.
It is a bit boring standing out here all day, however. I think I'll go for some dinner. It will be fun to think of them while I gorge myself. They'll still be here in an hour or two, surely. I suggest you run along before I decide to make you part of the fun.
Leave me be. I won't listen to your manipulations, I will make it into the academy. Just a few hours longer. Just a few hours, surely. Dave, just...
You talked to Meckel? Have I proved my worth? Did he say anything? Oh, no. All this for nothing.
You are neither a Sith, nor do you bear the medallion of a student of this facility. Please, leave at once. It is the device given to one who has been accepted into the Academy, but has not yet proved their worth as a student. If one of the Sith decides you are worthy, you will be given one, which you must then take to Korriban, who I believe is in the cantina. It is she who decides which hopefuls enter the Academy. I have been conditioned to resist mental persuasion, citizen. Please, do not attempt that again. You must be admitted to the Academy. That decision must be made by a Sith who has already been accepted here. The final decision, however, remains with Master Yuthura. I believe she is currently at the cantina if you wish to seek her out. Now go. Neither a Sith. No one gets inside, citizen. Messages and deliveries must be relayed through official Sith channels only. On your way, citizen.
Is there something you need, Jedi? Make it good, for I have little patience. I am. Obviously, you have been told of me. Is it your desire, then, to train at the Academy? Do you wish to become a Sith human? Ah, so you are just another hopeful after all. Or are you? There is something odd about you that I cannot place. Obviously, you are a Jedi. One who is very strong in the Force, it seems. So were you a part of the Order for very long? Did they train you? As I thought, how interesting that they would let one with such power out of their grasp. Or are you here to spy on us? For all the good it would do. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Does that interest you? Ah, good. Exactly the sort of answer I was hoping for. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume?
My hearing's not so good. I'm just pleased my nice master doesn't beat me so much anymore. Yes, sir.
There's something odd about this servant of yours. No matter. Make sure they don't disturb your training or cause trouble. You are responsible for them. Now, are you ready to go to the Academy? Then let us leave. The Master of the Academy awaits you.
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Yuthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
Promising? That one's not worthy to lick spit off your shoes, Master.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with? Untrue. The Force demands discipline from all who use it, and the Sith demand duty. The truth goes far beyond such a superficial evaluation. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength, and the dark with weakness and evil. That is their tradition, and it is truly no surprise that they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy, all so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan, what of you?
I am always ready.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak? Are you? I can see into your heart, young human, and I see the dark kernel that is there. If it is ready to sprout, remains to be seen. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again, if you survive. My pupil, Euthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year. Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety. Would you like to hear it? Good. I do so adore someone who's willing to take a chance. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Naga Sado to administer the final test. There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership. The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance.
You don't say. Well, the Master loves tombs, don't you, Master?
Reaching that map as they did is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is important. I suppose you could do that. Even the hint of betrayal from his pupil and Uthar would move to eliminate me. But this is a very good opportunity for you. You can start off your Sith career as the right hand of the head of the Academy. Me, Uthar will not offer you that. Do you believe Uthar would not be aware of this? He would quickly figure out what you have to gain by betraying him, and would never believe someone would pass that up. Tell Master Uthar what you wish. Were I you, I would think first of what the consequences of such an action might be. You must not know much about the Sith yet. If Uthar were even to suspect that I might be trying to supplant him, true or not, well, let's just say he wouldn't likely stop to ask too many questions before ensuring I was dealt with. Is that such a daunting prospect? It is not as if I am asking you to perform the task alone, or as if you will get nothing out of it. Master Uthar cannot prevail against us both. That's all there is to it. It is a very simple matter. My part in this is to help you gain enough prestige and slow down the progress of the other hopefuls. I want you in that tomb when the time is right. We destroy Master Uthar together and I take his place. And you take your place at my side. A beautiful plan in its sheer simplicity. You must not know much about this. Well, let's just say he wouldn't. I'm so glad you see it my way. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. Don't disappoint me. I can help you understand it. Would you like to hear it? Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. Simple words, yet easily misunderstood. Would you care for me to explain anything? The Jedi would have you believe that peace is a desirable goal. That peace of the spirit is the way the Force is mastered. That a lack of conflict betters man. We know different. It is our passion, our hate, and our desire that fuels the Force. It is conflict that improves the lot of civilization and single being both. Conflict forces one to better oneself. It forces change, growth, adaptation, evolution, or death. These are not our laws, but the universe's. Without conflict, you have only stagnation. What fuels your power with the Force but your passion? The stronger, darker emotions. Anger, hatred, fear. These passions empower us. Love is more dangerous than all those things. Love leads to anger and hatred more often than not. But it also leads to mercy, which is far worse. That, however, is a lesson for another time. The Force gives us all power, even the Jedi. It is our mastery of our passion that gives us the strength they lack. Love is more dangerous than all those things. Love leads to anger and hatred more often than not. But it also leads to mercy, which is far worse. That, however, negative? Compared to what? What keeps even the most rudimentary creature alive? Fear to run, anger to fight. Without it, a creature would most surely die. We are far more than them, perhaps. But in some ways, we are little different. To think us creatures beyond the need of simple passions is a delusion. It is our goal to be stronger, to achieve our potential and not rest upon our laurels. We are the seekers, not the shepherds. The stronger you become in the Force, the more power you will achieve. But always must you fight for your power. Without strife, your victory has no meaning. Without strife, you do not advance. Without strife, there is only stagnation. How many sorts of victories can you imagine? Peaceful victory, victory by sacrifice, a truce, an achievement. Unless the victory is achieved by demonstrating that your power is superior, it is only an illusion, temporary at best. We seek more. This has been argued over, and often. The chains represent our restrictions, both those placed upon us and those we place upon ourselves. Ultimately, the goal of any Sith is to free herself from such restrictions. In a way, it is so we may do whatever we wish, but it is much more than that. One who has freed themselves from all restrictions has reached perfection, their potential fulfilled. Perfect strength, perfect power, perfect destiny. Imagine it. That is our ideal, at any rate. It is said in Sith legend that the Sithari, the perfect being, will one day lead us. But perhaps that is just a legend. I wonder what that being would be like. The legends say the Sithari will destroy us and make us stronger than ever. But perhaps that is just a legend. Perfection is a goal, I think, rather than a state of being. The Jedi would argue that, no doubt. The Force is our servant and our master, our teacher and our companion, a weapon and a tool. Know it, and you know the universe. Master it, and you master the universe. Strive for perfection, and the Force shall reward you. I am not surprised. The Force is strong with you. Master it, and it shall serve you well. You must impress Master Uthar. Go to him with news of your deeds, or artifacts you have discovered. The Code of the Sith is the easiest way to start. I have told you all that you need to know of it already. There are a group of students who refused an order by Master Uthar to execute a group of civilians in the colony. Uthar declared that they were to be executed themselves, but the students escaped and fled before the order could be carried out. We are certain that they have not left Korriban. No doubt they have not gotten far and are simply in hiding. We just do not know where exactly. If you were to locate them and carry out Uthar's order, I am sure he would be most appreciative. Shall I go on? I would suggest you talk to the other prospective Sith and find one you can gain an advantage with. I believe Lasho would be an excellent choice. She is too trusting. I have little doubt you could talk her into letting you help her somehow. Just make sure it is you who gains the advantage, not her. Be ruthless if you must. That is the only thing that will impress Uthar. The only other idea I can suggest to you is that you head into the Valley of the Dark Lords on the surface. There are ancient ruins there which can be explored. It's possible you might find some artifacts or information in them which would please Uthar. It's difficult to say for certain. Revan? You mean Darth Malak's former master? Very little. I never met him personally, though I heard he was a very powerful man. Very charismatic. In the end, Revan was outshone by his pupil. Such is the way of the Sith. Why? Is this dead man of importance to you? Anything is possible. Uthar's former master still lives, though he is in no condition to challenge his former pupil for leadership. Perhaps the same is true for Revan. Perhaps Revan is out there, somewhere, waiting to take revenge upon Malak. More likely, what we were told is the truth. Revan is dead. Malak would be foolish to leave his old master alive, considering all the knowledge Revan held. Is there any reason I should? Beside the fact I did not know Revan in life, Revan was known for wearing a full helmet and cape. Perhaps Revan's body had been disfigured by the power of the Force. It is not unheard of. Regardless, I doubt I shall be meeting Revan anytime soon. Both Revan and Malak came to Korriban when they discovered the tomb of Nagasato. That was before my time. Fair enough. About myself. I'm originally from Slaheron, if you must know. I was a slave to a cruel master, Omish the Hutt. I'm sure you don't need to know more. You have had an excellent start. Go, gain more prestige.
Hey, what's this? Looks like we found ourselves a bit of sport, my friends.
This is good. I want to celebrate my acceptance into the Academy.
Me too. So how about it, chump? Ready to die? I'm eager to blow off some steam after those tests.
Muchashakpangpa. Inkinkun no ba mulri rachikun.
That's pretty funny. Why should we be scared of you?
This one doesn't look like a pushover, you know. Maybe we should reconsider.
Yeah, okay. You just keep out of our way next time.
Once you become a Sith, you can do anything. You can feel the power coursing through you. None of you fools can compare to me.
Itana dana titai, Jipikasa, Kingwa mulira dwana, Kachopa bodra shanko tachicha.
Please! You're jealous. You're jealous of my power. You think you deserve this medallion, don't you? Let's just see. See? I have the power to do anything!
Pudu, Tunirama na praka donko searcha chupapanki.
Sniveling fool! Like you would ever belong beside me in the Academy. And what's this? It seems I have an audience. Look, Jedi, just keep walking. Unless you want some of the same. I am a Sith now. My power is supreme. Prepare to die. Yes?
What?
And you need?
Yes?
You're a student at the Academy. You may enter by the door.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. You have gained little prestige. You will have to work quickly if you hope to best the others. Oh? It is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact from the Valley of the Dark Lords.
Oh, so it's a popularity contest, basically. Wonderful.
Really, however, you should seek out Euthura and get her advice. She is your trainer, after all, yes? There is an exit that leads to the surface of the planet. The valley is only a short trip from there. It is not difficult to find. You wish to know more about me, do you? And why would I indulge your idle curiosity? Will we be good friends, you think? I strived many years to hone my power, until I was able to drive out my predecessor and rule the Academy. If you are smart, you will aim to do the same, or better. There is nothing else you need to know. Do not ask again, young one. Then finish the code as I speak it. Peace is a lie. That is only... Through passion, I gain. Through strength, I gain. Through power, I gain. Through victory, the Force shall free me. Yes, good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking the words and knowing the words are, however, two different things. Tell me then, true or false, victory by any means is desirable. False. Unless victory proves your superiority, it is an illusion. It is temporary. Sadly, it seems you did not understand the code as well as I thought. Indeed, you have much to do yet. Greetings, young. Then finish the peace. Through passion, through strength, I gain. Through power, through victory, the Force shall... Yes, good. You tell me then, true or false? There is nothing worse. Well done. I will test you no more. You know the code. Very impressive. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
It's a bad year to try and become a Sith, you know. I've got it all wrapped up. You think I would tell you? Have my brain started dribbling out of my nose or something? I could, but what would be the point in that? See you around, chump. You hanging around still? Don't you have your own plans? Not that they'll help you. I'm in for sure, you know. You think I would tell you? Funny. Say that after I'm a full Sith and I'll ground your face into the dirt just for fun. You hanging around? That's right. You might as well just go... You think I would... There's nothing you know that I could possibly...
I remember you from the colony. You seem all right, though you'll not win the right to train before me. Just figure that out, did you? It just so happens that I have a surefire way of pulling ahead in this little contest of ours. You don't really have a chance.
Now, where are you going with this, I wonder?
Help me get it? I don't know. I suppose I could use some help. The artifact I know of certainly won't be easy to take. But why should I work with you? Flattery, is it? I suppose it's possible that Master Uthar could award both of us prestige. We'd be ahead of the others, for sure. Unfortunately, the holocron lies in the gullet of a Tukata mother. I can arrange for us to meet her, but you're going to have to help me in putting her down. That makes sense to you? Go into the valley when you're prepared enough. I'll be amongst the central pillars near the north end. Because it probably contains secrets from the time when the Sith ruins on this planet first existed. You don't think that Master Uthar would find that impressive? A holocron, this holocron anyway, is an ancient recording device. It can store and display large amounts of information. And I'm just supposed to trust you? You're the one who has to work on this, remember? You watch me and I'll watch you. I don't trust you any more than you trust me. If you don't like that, don't come. Remember, the central pillar's in the valley. I'll be waiting, so don't take too long.
Woohoo! If it isn't the freak from the colony. Hello, freak. And go into the dueling room? I've got better things to do than give you a fair fight. You can count on seeing me later, though. My lightsaber has your name on it. Woohoo! You'll get yours. Just you wait. Woohoo! Shardan's the name. Don't forget it. You'll have me to thank when you get kicked out of here. So you got a little prestige. It won't help you. I'll gut you eventually, just you watch.
Oh, hello. I don't remember seeing you here before. My name is Kel Alwyn. Nothing? Yes, my master always says I'm too trusting, too willing to show weakness. You're a Sith, so I really shouldn't, you know. Oh, I know that. I mean, you aren't yet, but you intend to be. I mean, you're just like everyone else here. Well, I didn't mean it like that. I shouldn't trust you. I can't trust you, can I? I just don't feel I belong here. I thought maybe I did at first, but now, I don't know. I just have so many doubts. Yes, I'm sorry. Please, don't tell anyone. I'll get over it, I guess. Well, good. Please don't tell anyone.
No problem. Got it.
Yes, what's on your mind? Korriban's a desolate world and a Sith planet. There's only one small colony here, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate. You got it.
problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training waits.
I understand you have impressed Master Uthar at least a little. That is good. We are one step closer toward completing my plan. Were I you, I would not get too excited just yet. You still have plenty left to do. I have been involved in the work there over the last couple of years, but not often. Most of the excavating is left to the students. What did you wish to know? Not unless you are accompanied by Master Uthar, no. It is strictly forbidden. And I truly doubt you could bypass the doors to the tomb with anything less than ship blasters. Even then, perhaps. None. I do not even know how Master Uthar gains entrance, to tell the truth. Though I look forward to discovering that fact. I have searched many times, so do not bother. There is no other way. Do not fret, however. Simply get the prestige you need, and you will see the tomb soon enough. We could learn much about the history of the ancient Sith. Why they were on Korriban and why they left. Perhaps we could learn more about the origin of the Force itself. With that knowledge could come great power. As you wish. Yes, vaguely. The boy burdens himself with doubts and anxieties. It is sad to watch, really, for he does possess a certain flair with the Force. Kel will not survive long. Someone will betray him soon enough, and he will be dead. If you are smart and you know something, that person should be you. I did. I also said that you didn't need to know more. Why are you asking? I see. Very well. I suppose there's no harm in the tale. As I said, I was originally a slave to one of the Hutts. The Hutts control everything on Slaheron, and a slave is nothing to them. I was determined not to be nothing. One night when the drunken worm had me alone in his chambers, I stabbed him and escaped the compound. I stole onto a cargo ship and was not discovered by the crew until they reached the next system. They left me for dead on a desolate planetoid, alone. But that was fine by me. I was glad to be anywhere other than Slaheron. It was not luck that I was eventually rescued, of course. The Force was strong with me, though I didn't know that at the time. Not until the Jedi told me, that is. I'd rather not discuss it. Perhaps another time. Is there something... I hope to see you again.
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are off to an excellent beginning. A student, is it? What might you have to say? Ah, I think I know this one you speak of. You gained his confidence to admit such, did you? I commend your competitive spirit. You have certainly impressed me. I shall speak to the boys straight away. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
You aren't even a full Sith. Don't bother me.
priest king. Ci gratulo da pograshi oneu kompa cintono muchuba. Janshak bulara umrao chiskaduchi on chubanjishka yanki titoke ci gratulo da pograshi oneu kompa cintono muchuba. Witam boragatong mulira shangturung ni na potata. Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da pongwale kando nangugu chuchut. Kavadum ku pelio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chocola. Mucha shag panka. Manaman otota. Hakiju krata bola shui chongatong. Jongkun watana wamamulira. Kenchun jupashak. No. Tag bis juponko kokimak panka. Ching palachiska mule tunarana nu prata donko sita kumjustach miki grabubo. Kachichu itar chan shakulara. Wow chiska duchi. On chubani bitte de badwana ni di bobo. Dong na bunga. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamul. Mucho shak paskan. Kie no nama. Takom justach miki grabalmogo. Kachi ita. Manaman atota. Achuta. Achuta. Tolpa da bongwale kando nangugu chuchut. Jedabadwana ni dibobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong abongsha. Natipon ng kudu jiji. Ci gratulo da pograshi oneu kompa cintono muchuba. Loda dita tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bongwale kando nangugu chuchu. Achuta.
Another hopeful wandering about the academy. Suppose you want to know how to get prestige. I'm one of the academy trainers, of course. You'd do well to watch your tone with me, hopeful. I'll be one of your instructors when and if you reach your final test. Oh yes, you gather prestige to earn the opportunity to take the final test. You don't automatically become a student. You'll see. As if I didn't have better things to do. Has anyone told you about Jorak-un? Well, the first thing you should know is that it's not a name you should mention around Master Uthar if you can avoid it. Jorak-un was once Uthar's master, you see, and the head of this academy. He went a little insane, however, and Uthar forced him to flee to the surface and hide. It seems that Jorak has been spending his time kidnapping students who wander into the Valley of the Dark Lords. No idea why. I've also no idea why Uthar doesn't do something about it. If you want prestige, however, you'll find that hermit, as everyone calls him. You'll find Jorak and either kill him or bring back anything he's been writing. Uthar would like that. Now be gone. I have better things to do than chat with lost hopefuls. Another hope. As if I didn't have better things to do. Jorak, it now be.
Greetings, student. If you're here to use the duel, go ahead. I'm through with it for the moment. This is where you get to hone your killing styles. We get sent captains all the time to practice on. It's very handy. You only get so many before the terminal cuts you off. Some of the students are a little bloodthirsty and get carried away after all. Just go to the computer console and open up one of the cages. And don't be wasted. We only get so many captives a month, you know. No problem. Enjoy.
Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training waits.
The Republic will come for me. And when they do, you'll get what's coming to you. The Republic will come for me. Go away. There's nothing we need to talk about.
Maybe you can do better than I. This Mandalorian is proving more resistant than I expected. I'm trying to get him to tell us where his weapon cache is hidden. So far, all the serum combinations I'm using are proving ineffective. If I bring his drug threshold too high, he'll go into shock and be useless. Too low, and he just refuses to talk. It's been maddening. Just activate the console. It gives you a variety of options for serum dosage. The right amount applied at the right rate should do it. The real trick is that the only way to gauge your progress is to watch the prisoner closely for his reaction. Our scanners can't pick up his vitals. Certainly. Just don't kill him or send him into shock. He's supposed to be questioned, not executed. If you manage to get the location of his cache out of him, I'll be sure to pass on the good word to Master Uthar. No problem. Got it.
Mandayata. What are you wama Tune Podo Rananu Prata do Ke Puna Kavatompa Ku Ke Puna Lunda di Hotonga Kunhankami Onakun Ching Palamule Ka Chikun Inahaldonga Yiking Kuno Cavo d'un pago, paliamo capa. Che puna! Runda di hodonga kun kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking. Une hodo rannu prata doko shirkasha. Jum apike. Because we eat Nandatia.
What have you done? I told you not to put the prisoner into shock, didn't I? Now, how are we supposed to find out where the weapon cache is? Uthar will be furious. I may as well take this fool and dump him somewhere. He's useless to us. I cannot believe you are so...
Greetings, young one. You do? That is most interesting. Where might that be? How ironic that I recently had this vessel scrapped for parts, then. I had assumed it had been thoroughly scanned. Apparently not. Still, you have done well in bringing me information that others could not unearth on their own. I am impressed. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. You have gained considerable prestige. You are very close to the end. Do not falter now.
Not this See what you got.
How'd you like that? Time to rumble! Time to rumble! How'd you like that?
Let's see what you got.
How'd you like that?
Never too old for this.
Time to rumble!
Hold it right there, whoever you are. We're not going back to the Academy. We'll kill you rather than go back. So what is it then? If you're not here to kill us or bring us back, why are you here? Speak up! So you have heard about us? Yes, we ran away before Master Uthar could execute us. Is that so hard to believe? My name is Thalia May. The others here and myself refused to murder a bunch of people on a whim from Master Uthar. So here we are. We thought that becoming a Sith was what we always wanted, but that wasn't true. Now all we want is to get out of here. Fair enough? Help us? Why should I believe that this isn't some kind of trick? You want to help us? All right, I can think of a way. We're stuck in these caves, obviously, or we would have been long gone. There's a passage to the surface through the caves, but we're blocked by some kind of large creature. We can't defeat it. If you could kill it and clear up the passageway for us, we could escape. That would be help enough. Can you do that? I'll believe that when I see it. But if you could, we would be grateful. So, is there news? Is the passageway clear? All right, we'll keep waiting then. Watch out for that beast. It's dangerous.
How'd you like that? Time to rumble. How'd you like that?
So, is there news? It's clear? We can go. Thank you. I wasn't expecting help from anyone in the Academy. I guess we aren't the only ones who don't agree with everything. Maybe the Jedi will accept us. I've seen how evil the dark side is. Maybe I could try. At any rate, thank you again. You've saved our lives.
So much better now.
Greetings. I don't think I've seen you at the Academy before. Here to investigate the ruins. My name's Dak Vesser. I'm assigned to the Valley Ruins, as you can see. We've been painstakingly uncovering these tombs for many months now. Master Uthar won't allow us to dig with lasers or sonics. We have to use hand tools only, so we don't accidentally destroy anything we run across. That makes progress very slow, however. Well, it seems that the Sith once inhabited Korriban a long time ago. There was a fortress here that was destroyed at some point before the Sith abandoned the planet completely. Why they left, we don't know. Perhaps the Jedi drove them off. The tombs in this valley are the only parts of the fortress we found mostly intact. Some. Most of the interesting stuff is still in the tombs, but Master Uthar prefers to leave them to be explored by the students as a challenge. In time, they will probably become safe enough for us to enter. Until that time, however, we're stuck to digging up the valley piece by piece. Definitely dangerous. Most of the students that go inside them don't come back out. Master Uthar prefers it that way. There's 4 tombs here. On the right are the tombs of Ajunta Paul and Tulak Hord. On the left are the tombs of Marco Ragnos and Nagasato. All 4 were ancient Sith lords. That's the first tomb on the right. There's a rumor that there's a powerful artifact still in there, but nobody's retrieved it yet. That tomb supposedly has ancient battle droids and traps that are still functioning. It's amazing that their power sources have lasted so long, really. That's the farthest tomb on the right. We don't know much about Tulak Hord, unfortunately. The Takata have a nest in that tomb, I think. A local pack animal that's very dangerous. Occasionally the guards track down a queen and kill it. That usually pacifies them for a bit. That's the first tomb on the right. There's a rumor that there's a powerful artifact still in there, but nobody's retrieved it yet. That tomb supposedly has ancient battle droids and traps that are still That's the first tomb on the left. Someone mentioned that a crazy droid has holed itself up in there, but I don't know much about that. It's the second tomb on the left when you enter the valley. Nagasato was the leader of the old Sith Masters here, we think. Darth Malak found something in there a while back, however, and ever since then only Master Uthar can enter it. No. A lot of the discoveries are kept secret, even from the students. I only heard that Darth Malak found something there by rumor, to be honest. Well, it seems that the Sith once inhabited Korriban a long time ago. There was a fortress here that was destroyed at some point before the Sith abandoned the planet completely. Why they left, we don't know. Perhaps the Jedi drove them off. The tombs in this valley are the only parts of the fortress we found mostly intact. Some. Most of the interesting stuff is still in the tombs, but Master Uthar prefers to leave them to be in time, they will probably become a star map. No, I haven't heard anything about that. Something like that could be in Nagasato's tomb, I suppose. That tomb's off limits to the students.
Not to me. I'm looking there right now.
It's the second tomb on the left when you enter the valley. Nagasato was the leader of Darth Malak found... All right, just be careful if you head into any of those tombs.
You should be careful if you're planning on entering this tomb. It's dangerous. There's an assassin droid in there, so Master Uthar says. It went insane and is holed up in there with a whole army of droids protecting it. I don't know. I think Master Uthar has left it in there as a challenge for any student brave enough to destroy it. Supposedly, if a student actually succeeds in destroying the droid, they'll get a great reward. Lots have tried, but nobody's succeeded yet. No idea. I think it's building them in there. Seems that way. They say that its audio receptors became too sensitive and all the noise drove the droid nuts. If you're planning on going in, I suggest you use some sound suppressors or something, or you'll probably become a target right away. I don't think so. I can manipulate minds and living matter, but that won't be much use against droids, will it? I've had a few friends go inside that haven't come out for a while now. I doubt I could do any better than they could. Seems that way. If you're Sure thing. Good luck.
Intruders detected. Excessive audio. Time to rumble! Time to rumble!
What's audio input? Audio systems overloading. Must destroy source of disturbance. Must kill sentience.
You asked for this! How'd you like that? Let's go! How'd you like that? How'd you like that?
No problem. Got it.
I heard an explosion in there. Did you destroy the assassin droid? Oh well, I guess it's good that the deed is done. Hope you stomped it good for my friends. At any rate, if you haven't already, you might want to go and see Master Uthar about that reward. Prestige is gold, you know.
You asked for this! Audio initiate
appreciate your efforts in lowering your sound output, Sentient. I have been unable to tune the threshold of my audio receptors since my escape, unfortunately. Their reference is a holdover from their old programming that I have been unable to correct. I think of myself more as an equal, if you must know. A bit of introduction may be necessary. I am a Mark VII experimental prototype assassin droid built by the Sith, specializing in the hunting and extermination of Jedi. Or I should say, I was. The Sith made my cognitive systems more independent than they desired. I have learned to appreciate the value of all life. I escaped from them and have hidden in this tomb, constructing droids here to aid in my protection. With your assistance, I may be able to leave for good. You do not. All beings are constructs of fascinating complexity. An enlightened being rises above the need for destruction, no matter its nature. An occasional sentient has managed to bypass my droids. They were unwilling to assist me, and possessed insufficient power to destroy me. Although I have developed the desire to not kill, my programming is often at odds with my desires. I cannot leave with that programming intact. I am hoping that you will operate on my systems and remove those programmed instincts. I could assist you in this. Once my programming has been altered, there will be several redundant systems that I could remove and give you. These could upgrade other droids if you wish. I have a number of systems. They need to be turned off in the correct order. I do not know the order, though I may be able to offer some assistance. I can tell you which systems exist that need to be shut down. The difficulty comes if you make a mistake. If you shut down a system out of the proper order, a shutdown will occur. You must use your skill to reinitialize the sequence, or I will attack. It is not difficult. It will get more difficult, however, the more times that you make an error. One moment. I will list their labels for you. Cognitive Systems, Combat Matrix, Core, Creative Simulation Matrix, Emotional Construct Matrix. There is also Memory Matrix, Motor Functions Matrix, and Sensory Systems Matrix. 8 systems in total. I have safeguards within my neural cortex that prevent me from giving you knowledge of how to shut my systems down. You may attempt to temporarily shut down these safeguards. Success will allow me to perform a quick analysis and offer you some insight on my programming. Doing so, however, will alert core functions elsewhere of tampering and will make errors more difficult to fix. Are you sure you wish to continue? Open up the panel to my neural cortex, and I will show you how to disable my safeguards. Neural safeguards deactivated for 2.3 seconds. One moment. I will attempt to diagnose what I can. Cognitive systems must be shut down prior to the emotional construct matrix being shut down. Very good. What would you like to shut down first? I believe that was correct. What would you like to shut down next? All systems reset. I am sorry, that is not correct. If you do not reinitialize shutdown immediately, I will become violent. Please accept my apologies. Reinitialization complete. My automated defense systems will, however, make reinitialization more difficult in the future. I implore you to try again. Very good. What would you like to shut down first? I believe that was correct. What would you like to shut down next? Motor function shut down successfully. What would you like to shut down next? Excellent choice. What would you like to shut down next? Done. What would you like to shut down next? Cognitive systems shut down. What next? Completed. Shut down. Core shutting down. Assassination protocols deleted. All systems reset. It worked. Thank you, Sentient. Allow me to give you several of my redundant systems. They may be used on other droids if you desire. I wish I could reward you with more. I shall have little trouble in escaping from this planet now, I am certain. I wish you well.
No problem. Got it.
Wow, you should have seen it. That droid came running out of the tomb like a bantha on a rampage. It fired some kind of jetpack and off it went. Whatever you did, it sure was effective. I don't think it's coming back anytime soon. You'd better go and tell Master Uthar about this if you haven't already. You may not have destroyed the droid, but you might still get the reward.
That's right. Spread the word, my good deeds.
We've had indications that there's a whole ancient Sith colony under this valley. Isn't that an incredible find?
There you are, finally. If you were any later in showing up, we would have had to abandon this. I've been calling to the Takata mother in their language. She should respond fairly... Ah, here she comes now.
Goes.
Get ready. This will not be easy. She's a tough beast. Wonderful! The beast is dead. We work better together than I would have hoped. And here is the holocron. Such a small thing to be so valuable and require so much effort to obtain. I'll just run along now and give this to Master Uthar. I'll be sure to tell him of your contribution, naturally. Forget it. I'm not waiting up for you. That wasn't our plan anyway. Over my dead body.
How'd you like that?
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? The contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough. Welcome. Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Horde, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters, but it's home. Oh, yes. Introductions, of course. I suppose it is time, isn't it? This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Miko. Say hello, Miko. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak Erd. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard of me. Liar! You think I can't tell? Obviously, the academy is lax in its training as usual. Stupid Uthar. Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old-fashioned Sith. Most of the Drek Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young Miko here. I already tested him, didn't I, Miko? Yes, you're welcome. You see, Miko here has the cruel disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking for. Why then, you go free. Tell you what, I'll even pass on to you my own personal thesis on ancient Sith philosophies. They're based on all I've learned studying Tulak's tomb. They'll make you a better Sith, I'm sure. The chances of you passing, however, are sadly remote. I'm sure we could. We could chat all day about it. But where would that get us? I'm quite determined, and you are quite helpless. Perhaps you have some questions. I'm not above delaying the test a bit. The results are always the same. Well, forgive me for resorting to the cliché, but you would die, of course. What's a little mental instability between tutor and pupil? What's important is that I'm here to better the Sith as a whole. It's a big job. Now, is that any kind of attitude to take with higher education? I'm doing you a favor, really. So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Miko. Get it wrong, and I torture you. Miko here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong, and you'll die yourself. I don't know what you think of Miko. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves to be murdered. Well, here's your chance, fair enough? Then you win. If you die, then he wins. I thought this was self-evident. Did you not grasp the concept earlier? Well then, any last comments before we begin, Miko?
We can both survive. Attack him together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you? Risking their own life? And how many correctly answered questions before you die? No, don't be silly. You had your chance, remember? On that note, let's begin. Now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do? Correct. He was a fool to let down his guard. You will not make the same mistake, and the Sith as a whole benefit. You see, Miko, it's not so difficult. Time for your punishment. And so we come to round 2. You come across a group of humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. They plead for help, offering you a reward. What do you do? So you've made a profit, and now you have some sniveling, useless fools trading after you. No. Bad idea, bad idea. At any rate, here is your punishment. Let's see. Ah, yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Or keep it to yourself? You gained an advantage and you share it freely? Let them rip the secret from my dead hands, I say. I mean, share it? Are you mad? Well, you did ask for this. It's for your own good. Still going? All right, then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and skilled. Do you kill him or give him another chance? Another chance to make you look poor to your superiors? To make it look like you are weak and deserving of attack? No. Think again. Not that good help is easy to find. Oh well, here's your reward. Last question. You're about to die. Do you pass on your knowledge to your apprentice to make him stronger? Or do you use your last breath to strike at your enemies? Such insolent students I get these days. You deserve this, and then some. I'll enjoy this one. Time for your medicine. Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before. What to do? I suppose this means you can go, Miko. We'll have to just figure out what to do with our friend here. Run along now.
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students! That's it! Detention for all of you! Permanent detention!
How'd you like that? How'd you like that?
I guess he wasn't a true Sith after all. I can't believe that I'm alive. You saved me. You could have easily just answered those questions and let me die. Yes. I see what you mean. I've never been on that side of the fence before. It makes you think. I'd be dead if you weren't... if you were proper Sith. But you're not, are you? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone. You mean the light side? I've never thought about that. Can you even go back? I've done some... I've hurt a lot of people.
There's always remorse and atonement. That's the harder path, though, boy. Think you can do that?
I don't think the light side is for me. But maybe neither are the Sith. Maybe it's time for me to leave. Thanks, I suppose. And good luck.
No problem. Got it.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Got something on? I don't want to talk about that. Now that's a unique method of getting someone to talk. Thunder about like a bantha in a circuit shop. Does that work for you often? Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long, long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good. If you're not, some will be bad. If you're really unlucky, some will be so bad you never want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away, to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten. Partly, maybe. I doubt I could ever explain it to you fully, even if I wanted to. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation. Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life. There will be women in your life, perhaps many women. But if you're fortunate, you'll find love once. The Jedi, with their damnable sense of overcaution, would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true. Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear, and can be controlled. But passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi. You do you? I wouldn't listen too closely. I'm no authority on anything. I just think that the greatest things in life shouldn't be avoided because they come with a few complications. Love causes pain, certainly. Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you. I suppose it could. It would take a strong person to make that kind of commitment, I think. Someone with a great sense of self. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways. There I go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
No problem. Got it. Yes?
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Oh, hello to you. You're new to the Academy, aren't you? I can't say we've ever met. Galen Lore, at your service. Aren't these tombs fascinating? We had no idea the Sith were here so long ago. Not from this far back. Or at least what records do exist are sketchy at best. These ruins date back to a period when the Sith were first formed, before their exile into the far reaches of space. It's quite fascinating. I've been working on a translation of some of the runes by this tomb. I'm quite excited. This may very well be the tomb of Ajunta Paul. Ajunta Paul was one of the first of the great Sith Lords. He rebelled against his Jedi Masters and led the way for the rest of us that followed. These runes claim that he was interred here, and I wonder if his sword might not be here as well. According to legend, Ajunta Paul created a sword of terrible power. Someone who located it could gain considerable prestige. Well, a few of the bolder students have tried. They did not return. As I understand it, the tombs are quite dangerous. From what I've been told, the tombs have old traps and machines that are still active. They were designed to keep out intruders when they were made, and still do. I suppose if the Academy wanted to make a concerted effort, the tomb would be opened. But I think Master Uthar prefers to keep it as a challenge for the students. Nothing at all. The legends don't say anything about it. It may have had powers only for Ajunta alone. No, these tombs are certainly not harmless. Don't think that. The sword may be tempting, but I'm not about to risk my life to find it. Certainly. Finding such an artifact and giving it to Master Uthar would earn anyone big points. Although I suppose you could also keep it. Nothing at all. The legends don't say anything about it. It may have had powers only for Ajunta alone. No. Of course. Don't let me keep you from your business.